10 things you did not know about Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is one of the most dominant big men to ever grace the NBA, since the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal himself. The Cameroonian native was drafted 3rd overall in the 2014 NBA draft by the Philadelphia 76ers.
The Philadelphia 76ers select Joel Embiid.
And even though injuries delayed the start of his NBA career, he is now the top runner for MVP in the 2021-2022 season. From a modest life in Cameroon to being an NBA superstar, JoJo's life is definitely filled with interesting stories. He's even quoted saying, "I swear to God, my life is a movie." So without further ado, here are the top 10 things you didn't know about Joel Embiid. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome NBA content. Number 1. Joel's dad wanted him to be a volleyball player. When Joel was 13 years old, his father Thomas wanted him to become a volleyball player. His dad was a handball player and believed his son had the skill and size to play at the net. In 2009, JoJo watched the Lakers play the Magic in the NBA Finals and fell in love with the game, and especially Kobe. He told his father that he wanted to become a basketball player instead, but his dad refused because he thought the game was too physical. He told him that no one in Cameroon played basketball and that he should play volleyball instead. At the age of 15, Embiid Sr. had a change of heart, believing that a basketball scholarship would allow his son to have a proper education in the US, and so he allowed him to play. Joel went to a basketball camp in Cameroon hosted by his then mentor and former NBA player, Baumute. Baumute saw something special in the young Joel and started modeling his game after Hakeem Olajuwon. Only 3 months after picking up a basketball, he was on his way to the US on a scholarship to a high school in Florida. Number 2. Joel did not speak a word of English before he went to the US. The Sixers big man admitted in an interview in 2018 that he did not speak a word of English when he landed in Florida. He also did not know a single person in the US, and he didn't really understand the culture except for hip-hop. According to D'Angelo Russell, who was in the same high school as Embiid, Rick Ross actually helped him learn English. Russell said that at one point the only English words that Joel knew were Rick Ross quotes. Embiid admitted that he used to listen to hip-hop and try and repeat the words to look cool. "I'd be walking around the school singing that little Bow Wow and Ciara song. Remember that? All I could say in English was like, 'Hello, good morning.' And then, 'I ain't never had nobody do me like you.'" Number 3. Joel learned how to shoot threes by watching YouTube. When Joel landed in the States, he was so bad at basketball that his coach kicked him out of his first practice because he had no idea what he was doing. The other kids even started pointing fingers and laughing at him. We all know Joel is the confrontational player that does not back down. Well, it all started back in high school to prove the other students that there was nothing he couldn't do. Joel went home and started watching white people shoot three-pointers. He focused on their technique, the tucked elbows, the follow-through, and then he started hitting the gym and shooting. This incident fueled the big man so much that now he loves when someone challenges him. It gives him all the motivation he needs to prove them wrong. Number 4. Joel almost quit on basketball before he even got started. On October 16th, 2014, Joel got a call from Cameroon that his younger brother Arthur died in a car crash. Arthur was only 13 years old when he passed away, and the loss was very heavy on Joel and his entire family. Joel traveled to Cameroon to attend the funeral and stayed there for a long time. During this time, he admitted that he was so deeply heartbroken that he did not believe he'd ever be able to play basketball. In 2020, JoJo became a father when his model girlfriend, Anna Paula, gave birth to their only child. Joel named his son Arthur as a tribute to his deceased brother. Number 5. Joel underwent 2 surgeries before ever playing a single NBA game. On June 20th, 2014, Joel underwent surgery on a broken bone in his right foot. 6 days later, the Philadelphia 76ers drafted Embiid 3rd overall in the 2014 draft behind Andrew Wiggins and Jabari Parker. But he did not end up playing a single NBA game until the 2016-2017 season. Joel's NBA career did not start off on the right foot. Pun intended, as he was sidelined for the entire 2014-2015 season. Things did not look up in 2015 either. He had to do another surgery and ended up missing an entire season as well. Finally, on October 26, 2016, Joel made his long-awaited NBA regular season debut as the starting center for Philly. His rookie season was going amazing. He was named Rookie of the Month in December and Player of the Week in the week of January 16th till 22nd. 2 days later, he was named in the Rising Star Challenge as well. But before the All-Star break, it was revealed that Embiid had torn a meniscus in his knee that needed season-ending surgery. Number 6. He gave himself the nickname, The Process. When Philly traded Drew Holiday in 2013, it looked like they were heading towards a rebuilding era. During this time, Philly fans were urged to trust in the rebuilding process, set out by then GM Sam Hinkie. Trust the process became the Sixers' mantra during that period. And when Embiid started getting comfortable in the game, he gave himself the nickname, The Process. Everyone knows how hard it is to please Philly fans. To have Embiid proclaim that he is the process shows how much of a leader he is, and how he was ready to put the city on his back and make the team relevant again. Number 7. Joel is very big on charity. After his brother's untimely death, Joel founded the Arthur Embiid and Angels Foundation, which has partnered with UNICEF to help improve the lives of at-risk youth in Cameroon. When Joel signed the Supermax contract with Philly in 2017, he also pledged to use a portion of his $148 million to help combat poverty in Cameroon. In 2018, he paid homage to Nelson Mandela as the NBA celebrated his 100-year legacy, and said that he felt like it was his duty to give back in memory to Mandela, and to use his fame and wealth to help those who need it, either through the game or through charitable work. His charity work is not only limited to his home country. In 2020, Embiid donated $500,000 to coronavirus relief, and in 2021, he gave his all-star earnings of $100,000 to combat homelessness in Philly. Philly's big man has a big heart. Number 8. He turned down Rihanna on national television. If you're a fan of Embiid, you know that he's very active and very vocal on social media. Joel, as he's known in the Twitter universe, publicly asked Rihanna out on a date at Giorgio's in LA. Riri, an NBA fan herself, immediately started following Embiid on Twitter after that. Embiid took this as an encouraging sign and began his love attack on Riri by posting Photoshop pictures of her wearing his jersey and hashtagging their celebrity couple name, Joanna. After a month of going after the pop star, Embiid reported that Riri responded to him and told him to come back when he's an all-star. While the love story eventually died down, Embiid got healthy and dominated his way to his first all-star appearance in 2018. When a reporter asked him if he'll ask out Riri out now that he's an all-star, the process playfully responded that she denied him then, so he's going to deny her now and move on to the next one. Reggie Miller could not believe that Joel Embiid turned down Rihanna on national television. Number 9. He got his driver's license after 9 years in the States. After 9 years in the US, on June 17, 2020, Joel Embiid tweeted that he finally got his driver's license at the age of 26. His teammate Tobias Harris was not particularly pleased with the tweet, considering that Joel had apparently given him a ride home many times. Trust the process, I guess. After getting his license, Joel did not splurge on ridiculously expensive cars as most NBA players do. In fact, Joel is a modest spender. Even after signing his multi-million-dollar deal with Philly, he lives in a $2.1 million apartment and drives a Range Rover. His biggest purchase was a house for his parents back in Cameroon. Looks like Joel's plans when it comes to money are more about saving than spending. Number 10. Scoring title. This season, 2021-2022, Joel won the NBA scoring title, becoming the first big man since Shaq to win it. He also became the only player not born in the States to hold the title. In today's NBA, this is a big deal as the league moves away from the post-up play and doubles down on three-point shooting. Many believe that the era of the big man is over, but Joel is the biggest reminder that big men can shoot and can adapt to the modern NBA game. Embiid averaged 30.6 points this season to also become the first big man since Karl Malone in 1981-1982 to average over 30 points in the regular season. With all this being said, it's only natural that JoJo is also the frontrunner to win the MVP this season, so keep an eye out for the big man when the real MVP is revealed in June. Hope you liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Please also let us know in the comments who's the next player you want us to cover. Until then, check out the rest of our videos for more amazing NBA content.